It's time for the Giz Wiz with Matt's maddest writer, Dick D. Bartolo. This is episode 1870, recorded Friday, February 11th, 2022. Once, twice, three times a charger. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D has a tiny but powerful Bluetooth speaker I find an overlooked CES gadget, also a expensive gadget to be had for cheap. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same old show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
And here he is, the pilot, co-pilot, and ground crew, Dickie D of gadgets, I should say. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good. Are you referring to that because we spoke for just a minute? Last week we did the show early because it looked like a lot of bad stuff was heading toward Texas. Boy. And you were taking a break from CES and running down to Disney World. Did you get out?
I did. And so we had to reschedule the show last minute. We gave the viewers like less than an hour to prepare. And we recorded the show a day earlier than a day earlier, which we had planned. And I am so glad that we did because Thursday came here in Dallas, Texas, and snow, ice. So the problem was that it rained Wednesday night, then hit freezing temperatures. So all that rain turned to ice. Then it snowed on top of that, and because of Dallas being Dallas, all that snow turned to ice. And we don't have the infrastructure to deal with any of that stuff. So all school was canceled. I was tracking my flight, my original flight. If I had done nothing, I still had my flight number, and so what would have happened? Canceled, completely canceled. The same leg on Friday, the day after I was supposed to leave, also canceled. So I went from, what I did was flew out on Wednesday, and I got an extra day at Disney. And if I wouldn't have, I would have lost Thursday and Friday, so I would have lost 2 days. So the over-under is 10 days of Disney, or 10 days, 3 days of Disney. So I was very, very happy with the reschedule.
And also you were, while the rest of the country, or the East Coast anyway, was suffering.
Right.
It wasn't down there. Oh, great.
It was a little rainy and a little bit cold, but a little bit cold was like 50 degrees. So I was pretty happy.
Cold here, like 17 and then 18. And, were you down there? Innovation, what was it? Innovation World? The Innovation...
So you're thinking of, oh gosh, what was it? The Innovations Building, I think is what it was called.
Yes.
And there they had, that was the first time I ever rode a Segway, because they had like a Segway thing.
It was.
Yeah, they had exhibits for all these future technologies.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all gone.
No!
That is torn down. There is dirt there now. So all of that area, and I forget the name of that area. It's like the World. It's in Epcot. So you got the World Showcase.
Yeah. You're right.
And then just before the World Showcase is kind of this courtyard where they had a circular buildings, and they had a big fountain in the middle. All of that, except for like one tiny corner at the moment, which is the gift shop. All of that is torn down. And they're rebuilding all of that. Epcot is in a state of construction at the moment.
Oh.
The World Showcase is basically untouched. So all the nations and countries there are all in place, but that area specifically is torn down. You can actually see it when you take the monorail in from Magic Kingdom. They take this like loop around Epcot, And so you can actually see into the construction, and all of those buildings are removed.
Oh my gosh. There used to be, I don't know if there's a magazine called Discover anymore, but there used to be the Discover Awards, and it was awards for technology. And for at least 3 years, they flew me down there and gave me a camera person to do a spot for ABC. And it was great because every time they booked you in a different hotel.
Oh, wow.
And also they had dinners for the press. And also if they wanted to shift you around in a hurry, they took you under Disney World. Have you ever been under there?
Yes, that's the Utilidor. And they do a paid for tour.
Oh, they do a tour of that.
Yes, yes, and I've done that years ago. Is I got to go down there with a like a VIP tour type thing. It's awesome, and
it's also a lot of the trees are like in King Kong sized flower pots. It's just great. It's just awesome. Great.
Yeah. I'm definitely a big Disney fan, so I love learning about that stuff, seeing that stuff.
I'm a big Disney fan too because they just do everything right.
Yeah,
and everything, every theme hotel that we ever stayed at, Dennis went down as my producer. Everything in the rooms, like. I forgot the one that's all nautical themed, but the hooks are anchors in the bathroom. Everything is just perfect there.
Yeah.
I just love that place.
Yeah. It's really, really cool.
What's it cost to get in now? Like $500? It's very expensive, right? I believe it's almost $100 a day. I think.
Disney,
I
read. So I still have a holdover season pass, and I know that thing is not cheap. They don't even sell them anymore. The only way to keep them is to renew your season pass, and they stopped selling them during the holiday season in 2021. This Disney park ticket price. It's man, mine was the season pass was like. That hurts. Let me see. How much is
season
a park?
Pass must be like thousands of dollars, right?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is. So, number of days. So, it also depends on if you want park hopper, the park hopper option, or not. So, an adult, one day, is $109 to $159. So, they're saying, Mr. Dave says it's $105. The park hopper option is $155 just for the day. And what they do is they get to a certain point where, like, at 4 days, right, you kind of think a day per park, the price per any extra day starts getting really cheap. It's like $20 an extra day. You get in that extra, you get into the initial investment, and then the last few days, it's like they just give them away once you've done that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, I bought a lifetime membership in United Club, when you flip. And they did the same thing. Because when I did it like 10 years ago, it was $1,200. Now they stopped selling it 5 years ago or 4 years ago. It's $550 a year.
Yeah.
So they must think the people who have these lifetime memberships. Why did we do that?
Yeah, exactly. What was it? American Airlines that did unlimited travel? Oh my gosh.
Yes, for a while. Yes.
Yes, and like 3 people bought it. And then I think one guy got sued for fraud or something.
I see.
Because he was, what he would do is he would always book, because I think you got a companion pass, so he'd always book 2 tickets, and they were always first class tickets. And so he'd just go to some random person in the terminal and be like, hey, you want to sit next to me on this first class flight? And they'd be like, okay. And that's how they got him, because like he just used fake names for the person sitting next to him, and he was flying like a ton. I forget where I read this story, but yeah, crazy stuff.
They're getting even with us now.
Exactly. They're pulling their money somewhere. It's definitely happened. So yeah, it was a great trip. I had a wonderful time, and I'm so glad that we rescheduled.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been a disaster to miss out on.
Oh man. And I mean, it was stressful on Wednesday, but I can't imagine how frustrated and angry I would have been at myself on Thursday and Friday, and then maybe getting on Saturday, because maybe even getting on Sunday, because everyone who was supposed to go out Thursday and Friday, if they didn't reschedule, would have gone out Saturday. I'm not sure if I could have gotten a Saturday flight.
No, because Saturday a lot of people would be flying. No, you did the right thing. Yeah, and we thank the people in the chat room for shifting their schedules around. That was great. That was great.
Well, I'm excited about today's episode because we got our last gadget from CES.
Good.
You've got a few, and then when I thought of the theme, cheap versions of expensive gadgets, this one was on my mind. So I feel like we have the quintessential cheap version of an expensive gadget for the crappy corner. So.
Oh, okay, great. And our letter is someone who sent in and said, tell Chad about this cheap version. So I'll read that when we get to the letter. All right, so let's start with a tiny little speaker that's pretty decent. Here we go.
If you're a fan of Twit, the tech guy, then you know Johnny Jet. He's on Saturday, and he's in the 3:30 slot. I'm in the 4:30 slot, so I found out about Johnny Jet through Twit. But I get his newsletter, and in the past week, February, he was talking about a very inexpensive $18 speaker, Bluetooth. And I thought, well, you know
$18?
$18. I'll invest money in that. So this is it. All right. This kind of thing might drive you crazy. There's just one single LED. If it's red, if it's blinking, it's time to charge. When you charge it, it's red. When it's fully charged, it goes out. Then you push it once to, advance, twice to rewind. We'll go back a song. Anyway, I just got it, so I don't have it all worked out. But I'll let you hear what it sounds like. And since we don't like...
It's a brand new day and a brand new week. Baby, Giz Wiz winning streak.
That's pretty decent sound.
Holy moly!
Waterproof.
What?
Y'all can dance, but please don't sing.
Whoa! Golly, that thing seems loud. The fish are jamming.
Y'all come back now.
And I'll be here.
I'll be here.
So that is pretty neat. On Amazon, I don't think I've ever seen this many reviews. 25,000, almost 26,000 reviews, 4.5 stars, $17.99. But wait, there's more. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not charging USB-C. It's micro USB. So it comes with a little cable. It comes with a carry case with holes on the bottom. And this little guy is meant to go through here so you can hang it on your bike or hang it on your belt. Although I don't like having music in public, so I wouldn't use that. And so you just line the speaker up with that, and you can hear it through the case. I think it's pretty neat. I mean, for $17.99, this is really great. And let me just go to the bottom because I didn't see this before. There's a newer model. Okay. There's a newer, bigger model, all right? I believe this is 3 watts, and I think the new model is 5 watts. But it's $10 more.
No.
Who has that kind of money to spend on audio? Anyway, that's it. It's called EWA, EWA, and it's the EWA, I think it's called the 106.
It's pretty neat, isn't it?
That is really cool.
Yeah. But
there's more.
wait, there's more.
Oh.
So on Saturday, it was deal of the day for $14.44.
Oh.
And before the show, like an hour ago, I checked the price. The price never went back.
It went from deal of the day to just the deal, the price.
The deal, exactly. Because I tweeted it, and when I found out about it, it was 92% gone, and 10 minutes after I tweeted it, the deal was over. But then they somehow dropped the price back to. That seems to me a really great deal.
Yeah,
and you know what? Since you were hearing it through my phone,
it seems so loud. I mean, I could kind of tell.
Here we go.
It seems clear.
It's a brand new day and a brand new week. Baby Giz Wiz when it's street. 5 more gadgets, 5 more shows. Gonna keep
Stop. That's pretty decent, isn't it?
I agree. And especially for the size. I mean,
6 ounces, 6.2 ounces. The bigger one is more than a pound.
So,
but
something I have seen a speaker like this used for that I was just like blown away by was it was at a gaming convention, PAX, and there was a card game that had an audio element. And so they were playing this audio as One Night Werewolf. So they were playing, you know, what normally you play on a phone or whatever through one of these speakers, and it was perfect. It was so perfect. So I could really see this being $14? $14? The great option for something like that.
Yeah. If you're traveling with a computer and you're watching a movie or something instead of the speakers in your laptop, and even the little carry case is clever.
Yeah, that is.
And
I mean, one thing that makes me not want to get the new version, it's down here, is only 64 reviews. I'm like, I want the thousands of reviews.
Look at this. I don't think I've seen that many reviews as for the original one.
Yeah, 25,000.
Oh, it's almost, it's more now. 25,
Golly.
they're closing in on 26,000.
That is incredible.
And how could people think of 399 questions to ask about this speaker?
I know. I was literally thinking that. I was like, how does it play while it charges? I mean, there's just no way. It must be repeat.
Knowing from reading these things, no one ever types their question in to see if someone's answered it.
Yes.
So it's always, the same question about 18 times.
Right. What type of USB does it have?
Yeah.
What's the USB port? What type of USB cable will
they be stereo?
Right. Scooter X seems to have found it on AliExpress. Let me see.
79 cents.
But now, how much would you pay? So this looks like
it seems like it. Oh, it's got the name on it.
That's the Pro. I wonder if this is the new one though. Here, wait a second. I have to look at my tabs here.
Well, wait a minute, Chad. Later. It's the same price.
Is it? Oh my God.
Look,
go back.
because it says A106 Pro.
Yeah. Okay, we want this shipping from China. Black. $15. What?
It's more.
Here we go. $14.33. That's the exact same price if it ships from the U.S. There's only 9 left. Wow. That's incredible. So is this I need to look. Is it the newer one?
No, it's the...
the old, the 25,000 reviewed one.
Yes, it's the one that is $14.44.
It's exactly the same, yeah. Scooter X also found this option, but I feel like I would go with the more expensive one because we know the sound quality. It is
exactly.
It is known.
Yeah. No, I was very impressed with this little guy. So thank you, Johnny
cool.
Jet.
Yeah.
Don't ship it from Canada.
And don't play it on a jet. Just because Johnny Jet, suggested it. That's me a little inappropriate with all the people sitting around here. Okie dokie, we have the last of the CES gadgets, and we saved a good one for last. It is a health gadget. And so let's head back to Vegas for the last time in 2022 to see the last gadget from CES. Hello everybody, we are here at Showstoppers in Las Vegas, and I'm checking out Actia with Michael. And so I can see this blood pressure 24/7. I am personally someone who does check my blood pressure often, just about once a week. But it would be kind of nice to know it all the time. So tell me more. What are we looking at?
So this is the world's first automated 24/7 blood pressure monitor. So you're familiar with the cuff?
Absolutely.
The cuff requires you to remember to take a reading. It requires you to sit down and be relaxed and then feel that pinch on your arm. This product, once you set it up, you put it on your wrist. It uses optical sensors. You won't feel anything. And for 10 days, it will measure your blood pressure 2 times per hour. And every time you go into our mobile application, it will synchronize your data. And for the first time, you'll actually see what your full blood pressure pattern looks like over the course of the day, whether you're seated or standing or laying down, awake or asleep. And it will tell you what percentage of the time in a 24-hour period you are in a healthy blood pressure range.
That's really, really cool, because even when I'm taking my own blood pressure, sometimes I feel like, did I just get a whack reading? Because this morning I was a little bit stressed. Well, I'm not going to check it again. Maybe I might check it a second time during the day. And if it's very different, I kind of feel like I'm a little bit lost when it comes to that. So I feel like twice an hour, that's a lot more information, tons more data points for me to feel good about the readings.
Well, it smooths out what may be sort of an aberration of a reading. And it's sort of, you have enough data where maybe you had a stressful day, or you had a cup of coffee, or there was something that was negatively impacting your blood pressure. Now you have the ability to really see what it looks like, not just at one point in time, but over the course of a whole day. And then you can see how that pattern, how consistent it is over days, weeks, or even months.
That is a really cool. So I don't know if you'll be able to tell me the way it works, but how is it able to get the blood pressure without the pinch, without a big old cuff? That seems incredible.
So it uses 2 green LEDs. And what it does is it shines the light from those LEDs into the superficial tissue on your wrist. And sort of like a heart rate monitor that's using similar technology, we're not counting beats of your heart. We're actually evaluating the shape of your skin arteries. And in that shape and how that shape changes, we're able to accurately determine your blood pressure values.
That's really, really cool. Okay, so what is price point, and is it available now? And if it's not, when do you think it'll be available?
So the product's been available in Europe since last May, so it's for sale in 7 countries right now. In the UK, it's £199. In Germany and France, it's 199 euros. It's coming to the US hopefully soon. It's a regulated medical device, so it's something that requires an actual approval from the FDA, of which we're in the process of obtaining.
And 2 more things. You mentioned 10-day battery life. Is that true?
Yeah.
And how does it charge? Does it have its own cradle, or just?
It has its own cradle. Cool. And so the basic premise behind this was, we don't want you to have to think about taking your blood pressure readings anymore. We want to put it into the background, let it automatically happen. And so then your focus is on, what do you do with the data? What do you do with the insights? How do you actually get better control of your blood pressure?
Thank you so much. And we'll see y'all later. There you go. Last call for CES.
All right. So you would have to wear it on your other wrist all the time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I kind of I really hope they're successful, but I also really hope it gets built into an Apple Watch. It's so much better than taking your blood pressure once or twice a day. If it's accurate, I am very suspicious of how accurate is it. But
How do you take your blood pressure twice a day?
so I slap on a cuff, and then
Oh, you do? Okay.
yeah,
okay.
and then I have to be still, can't talk, can't move, and then it takes 30 seconds to a minute to tell, and then it's stored there on the device. I've had some, and in fact I've even reviewed a few where it can use Bluetooth to connect to your phone, and then you get the data that way. But it is such every blood pressure monitor I've ever used is so clunky, so horrible in that whole situation that I tend to just store it right there on the internal memory. So it normally has like 100 readings or something like that. And so I can kind of go back and see, my history. That is not fun. I mean, you can easily forget to do it if it's not part of your morning routine. If it's something that you need to be checking, it definitely feels like a pain, to go out of your way to check. So not that great. There is an article, I haven't read this article, but Scooter X found an article about this gadget.
Oh.
And so here it is. The blood pressure monitor review, stalking the silent killer, the what is it, byline, underline, the not headline, but also at the top. Once it's set up and initialized. Initialized. Dyslexia there, folks. The bracelet is comfortable and unobstructive, and the companion smartphone app delivers blood pressure information quickly and efficiently. This seems like everything I'd want. 10-day battery life. It just works for, was it 48 times a day? That's great. That is wonderful. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. The $200 price point makes sense. I wish that it was less, but there's no competition for this type of thing. And it's something, a medical device that is, I spend that much on my Apple Watch.
Yeah. Well, you can get 4 people together and just share your blood pressure and just pay $50 each.
Exactly. There you go. If you get 7 people once a week, I'd be the one wearing it.
There you go.
Better snapshot than I have now. So yeah. I do believe that it's waterproof, Mr. Dave. He didn't say that, but just from looking at it and then also what he was describing with the LEDs, I don't see any water issues with it. So yeah, I really want to read this ZDNet article now about this, because it looks like they actually go into some things about it. I'm seeing percentages and stuff, which is exciting. They gave it a 7.9 out of 10.
Yeah, that's pretty
basically
good.
An 8, and said very good for the monitor. So that is the last of the gadgets from CES. Back to you, Dickie D. What do you got?
Okay, so this is something Dennis wanted, and I bought 2 of them, and we picked the one we liked better, and here's the video.
It's winter in New York, so you're wearing heavy coat and gloves and a scarf, and Dennis said, is there a way I can wear my phone on the outside so I can just look at it and use it without digging through pockets? So we looked on Amazon, and I saw this pouch holder. And I thought, well, that's a great idea. And I bought one, $7, and this is what it looks like. And I figured it'll be great. You'll just drop your phone in it, and when you get a call, just take the call. When you get home, just take the phone out. But that's the deal. So this is waterproof. I think it's down to 98 feet.
Oh.
Now, the back of this phone, this is an LG G.
Oh, no. Difficult to get out of there.
It has this kind of a plastic case on it, and maybe it's plastic against plastic. I cannot. So this is
find like a
thing you're going to
air
want
canister.
if you just want to drop your phone in it. Maybe if you
need some Vaseline before it goes in.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really. Oh, it's starting to come out. Okay. So the LG. The LG G8 is a 1.6 inch
It's
phone.
actually a gymnastic
and
kind
the
of
company
thing.
says this is
Yeah,
good
it
for
helps out your
phones
cardio.
up to 7 inches. God almighty. I'm trying to get it out so I can show you another case that I've got.
Yes,
Oh,
Scooter X,
whoa.
you are correct. It is the vinyl sticking
Wait, it
to
was
the.
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably going to be watertight. The other thing is that you can't charge your phone through it. Oh, okay. It has this in the back, okay? So that's going to make it hard to charge your phone wirelessly, or at least this phone. But it comes with a strap to wear on your arm, okay? But I assume this is waterproof.
Well, and that's going in the trash.
If you have a whole family of scuba
Yes,
divers, then you can get, I think, 4 of them for like $16.
Scuba
All right, so then I decided, let's get something totally different. So I bought Gear Beast, all right? And this is Gear Beast. I haven't tried this yet. I like this because Gear Beast has a little pocket in the back. Oh, it comes with well, you know, I think I'm going to say to the clerk, here's $20, okay? Just give me change. I'm in a hurry. Okay, we'll see if that works. And in that case, this will be free. All right, so, well, this has a nice strap on it, okay? And this is just one of those that will, I'm just wondering if it, let's just put the phone in right side up, okay? That's going to be good. And so you got to really stretch this, all right? But it's rubberized, and it seems to be, all right. All right, so that's this. And looks like it doesn't cover anything that you're going to
I've always
need.
wanted suspenders
On the
for
side,
my phone.
you can get to that. There's a little bit of a problem here. I see that beeping. It actually is going to cover that volume thing. I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. But this is an easier way to do it, okay? And again, you're not going to be able to use wireless charging. This is even worse than the other because it has this little wallet in the back. But it's easy enough to just snap this off when you get home. And let's see how much these are. Gear Beast, $10. All right, and they come in a bunch of colors. And Dennis likes black, so I bought black for him. And then, let me open this one. I thought I would get clear. Although clear...
It's really white.
How they
clear
call
looks
this
really
clear.
like white. Absolutely right. But another $20, so I got $40 now. That's it. So if you want to carry your phone, waterproof, this would probably be the way to go. If you just want it so it's easy to get on and off, Gear Beast.
I would even say, ignore the waterproof part. Most phones nowadays are pretty water resistant, and just get the second lanyard, because
Yeah.
that did not look like an easy process.
No, it is not. It wasn't. And also, I'm not quite sure why it comes with an arm strap, because that's a lot to wear on your arm. You know, it had that big hook in the back so that you can run this through it and then wear it on your arm. But, you know, I guess I have seen people in the park. Anyway,
I wonder if it is like a scuba thing where you would strap it like this? Like, that's the strap?
Yeah.
You know, like
that might,
and
you know what that could be. And then you look down and it said, "You are too deep. The case is not designed for this."
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is although this is the dream here. Being able to text and, you know, send my status updates while under. Oh, is this person's legs in the water and then they're out
Yes,
of water?
exactly. Yes,
Okay,
this is
I
me
see.
snorkeling there.
I
They're so
see.
clever. Yeah.
I see. I've gotten to the deserted island. Now I can post an update. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, this looks much better.
Oh, it went down a little.
It did. It's now only $8.50.
And you get $20. Don't forget, every one comes with that $20.
I'm gonna invest in Gear Beast cell phone lanyards. Just continuously get extra cash for that. Can't go wrong. Here's the
It'd be
clear.
nice if they made a clear one that was clear. That is just milk. You know what?
Some of the rubbers.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I assume there's some some amount of stretching that you can't stretch too far. No iPads are gonna fit in this thing.
No, exactly.
That's pretty cool. Awesome. Two great phone lanyards. So it kind of reminds me of the unaccompanied minor thing. I'm an unaccompanied adult. I have a name tag. No, that's great. Okay, well,
That brings us to, yes, the wonderful, I love this new theme of...
But you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Okie dokie. I teased it earlier with a tab. I showed it off. But this is another gadget. Here, I recorded a video about it, so let's go check out the video. Hey diggity, welcome back to another cheaper option for the expensive name brand Crappy Corner. And this week we are taking a look at a portable charger. Now this portable charger is a knockoff of the Apple charger, and here it is. So with this charger, you get a MagSafe option for your phone and a little place to put your Apple Watch. And this can be folded up into a nice little thing. And, it's very portable and very nice. But the cost of this is $130 for this charger. Wow. So this charger happens to cost a lot less. And it has a spot for an extra device. So I could charge say a set of AirPods for this. And the total cost comes in at only $36. So almost $100 off for this charger. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Inside, we have the actual charger itself, and it unfolds like so. As you saw with the Apple charger, it kind of has a spot for the Apple Watch to unfold. And let's see, it can fold up this way with magnets. Can it fold up this way? It can. It can fold up this way with magnets. And it uses USB-C to charge the whole thing. Charlie sees someone. Also inside of the box is a USB-C to C cable. This is wrapped almost exactly like how Apple chargers are wrapped. And then also some instructions. That is Chinese. There we go. That is English. And it is mentioning some wattage here. So it looks like the one that has the magnet symbol can do 15 watts fast charge, and the one that doesn't have that can do 3 watts, which would be a slower, or mobile phones of 5 watts. I'm not sure. Anyway, so as you can see, this is kind of the situation. It even mentions that I can set it up in a triangle. Oh my gosh, can I do this? It looks like I could set it like this. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, well, that works. So let's check out the cable that came with it. And I'm assuming that it's not that long. This looks like a pretty short cable. Yeah, maybe 3 feet at max. I've already set up my own cable with the Anker Nano 2. So this will be a 45-watt power supply that's going to this. There is no chance that the power supply is the limiting factor here. So let's go ahead and plug this in, see if it catches on fire. Nope, didn't immediately. So it looks like we have 2 LEDs, status indicator LEDs. So let's go ahead and put my phone on one of them here. And let's see if the magnets attach. Not really. I'll just rest it on there. Oh, there we go. Okay, locked on. Oh, it even gives you the MagSafe ring. Say it's charging and that LED turned blue. That is pretty cool. Okay, so now let's use this one. This should be for AirPods. I happen to have some AirPods with me right now. This is the wireless charging case, so I can set it on there. Those are charging and that status LED turned blue. Now I also have an Apple Watch, so let's go ahead and pull off my Apple Watch here. Let's set it on here. And now that is charging as well. And I could set this up like so, and then attach my watch like this, and then the face should change over here so that I could, see it at night. That is pretty impressive. Now, the charger does not come with a charging brick. So the brick you do have to supply. And then as we covered before, it does come with a 3-foot cable, but you do need a power brick that will be able to power all of this, and then a USB cable, something that terminates in USB-C in order to charge the actual thing. I'm kind of feeling the MagSafe here. It's pretty solid, pretty good. I am impressed, and I would say by the this first look at it, I would say that is a pretty cool and good gadget with $100 off of the Apple version. I'm actually pretty impressed. So back to you guys in the studio. So
it looks nice.
There's waffles too.
Oh, it comes with a cat.
It comes with a cat. So I did look it up on Amazon after, and I missed something, which is that it doesn't have that great of reviews. It has 3 stars out of 63 ratings. And I read through the ratings, and everyone is complaining about the watch charger. Apparently, the watch charger goes out pretty quickly. And so that happened to a lot of people. Do not buy for the watch. Watch portion doesn't work for more than a few minutes. This person's cord doesn't work. Doesn't charge the watch. Believe the reviews. Didn't do the watch. So apparently the watch portion goes out often on this. Scooter X, of course, found it. So here it is, the $35. Scooter X found it on Alibaba. So here's the AliExpress version for, let me choose a color here, $27. So I get $10 off of that. And basically the same thing. Some of these come with the power supply, 20-watt power supply. See, there's a US 20-watt power supply with C2C cable. So there you go. You could get that. That's the $26 version. It's a lot cheaper than $130.
Yeah, well, maybe if you don't have the watch, it might be a way to go.
Right. So I think that it's definitely in the crappy corner category, right? Like not something that I feel like you should rely on, if you need your watch charged. But all in all, I'm pretty impressed with what I saw, the magnets and all that stuff.
Yeah, it seems nicely made.
Yeah, perfect to travel, thin, easy to pack away.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. So there we go.
What's the brand name?
This one doesn't even have one. Here, let me look at what it's. The box is not on the box. I don't think it has one, which, to be honest, I prefer. Holy moly. It's just wireless charging pad for iPhone 12, foldable, compact, 3-in-1 wireless
it's called
charger.
Daily and Diary.
Daily and Diary.
Isn't that a riot?
Yes.
Daily. Oh, yeah, that's world famous.
Oh, yeah. Best chargers ever. Them and Moleskin, they make the best chargers.
God.
Yeah,
that is a riot.
Yeah. That is funky. I'll have have to send you that link so you can find
Yes.
it. So there you go. The portable version, the portable charger. And, oh, by the way, one other final thing is that the Apple version, you need a lightning cable in order to plug it in. This requires a USB-C. So depending on what cables you have lying around, it could be more convenient or less convenient if you have a ton of lightning cables for the iPhone, or it could be more if you have the USB-C cables lying around. With
But
that,
it comes with one.
let's
Comes
and
with
they have
one cable. Yeah. Okay.
Let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play. In Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
All right, so once again, we have the creator of our Gadget Warehouse video in the chat room, Michael Prine.
Perfect.
And Michael writes, here's a gadget I keep on a shelf, occasionally play with. I bought it a number of years ago. I saw it at Walgreens and thought it was too silly to be real. And this is the gadget.
Good day, Dick and Chad. This is Mike Prine in Albuquerque, New Mexico, with another gadget. This is the Colossal Universal Remote.
Massive.
I bought it a number of years ago, and you can still find by a slightly different manufacturer online on Amazon today for about $16. I checked on eBay, and the prices for similar units with and without this same manufacturer run between $5 and $20. It's a massive remote.
Oh my God.
11 inches tall, about 5 inches wide, runs on a couple of AA batteries.
The ruler didn't do it
And,
justice.
It says it drives 3 devices, a TV, a VCR, or a DVD player. The codes were long since lost in a manual that came with it. Fortunately, you can find all that information online to learn how to program it. But I saw this in a store years ago, and it just looked too ridiculous to be real. Brought it home, and it worked, and just put it on the shelf and forgot about it. And then when I went looking to check on it, I couldn't find it, so I ended up going out and getting another one. So I now have 2 sitting on the shelf. It's not horribly practical, but it's monster. 11 inches by 5. You can't lose it. Doesn't have all the buttons that the small ones do, but at least the on-off function and the volume works, so I keep it. Enjoy. Have a good day.
Great gadget.
Yeah, this is it is hard to misplace that.
Exactly.
Oh my!
I just wish it was.
That's almost a foot tall.
Apple needs to make one of these, and Roku. They need to update it for the Roku and all that stuff.
Oh my goodness! Remote control. Oh, it's almost cheaper to buy a new one.
Yeah. So these are the ones off of eBay, and then the Amazon option is $16.
Oh, and that's brand new.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It looks like the exact unit.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Now just
Got some
called
reviews.
Jumbo. What kind of reviews did it get? Speaking of reviews.
Instruction refers to buttons that do not exist.
Do not exist. Oh,
Whoops.
no. Is it only one review?
No, there's others. There's these not liked. Could not program these. Would not start to work. Programmable remote. Big remote. I feel like if you have a little bit of Google foo, you can figure this thing out. I feel like even if the instructions don't quite work, you could find out how to get the thing to work with your television.
Oh, 168 reviews, and it got 3.5, something like that.
Yeah, 3.5, 3.7.
3.7, okay. Well, if you have an elderly person who doesn't see well, this may be the thing.
Yeah. I'm looking, it looks like this is like a category of gadgets. So
my
just
goodness.
search around for large remotes.
Oh, this is a glow-in-the-dark version.
Yeah, and it's black. If you're looking for that matte black aesthetic.
Yeah. And it's cheaper.
Yeah. What is this one? This one looks humongous. But that could just be the fisheye. I need to see this in someone's
Oh, it
hand.
has less buttons.
It does. So up and down. On and off. Mute. And that's about it.
Oh, it only does one thing, though,
And
right?
yeah, it doesn't do pause. It doesn't do that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But
you know
it is
what I
interesting.
remember reviewing back in the day is it was a
giant
little
one, right?
puck. No. It was a little Bluetooth puck, and it would send. You could use it with an app, and you could send stuff through. I guess Wi-Fi. I can't remember. I guess Bluetooth. But maybe you could do something like that and have a big old iPad, and then those are all your buttons. Go to this, go to that. Wonder if that would also work. This is a cool gadget. It's got me thinking.
Absolutely. And Mike, you will get one of the first to get. Oh, I was going to ask Chad. So this is the new Mad. This is April Mad that comes out next Tuesday. And who is that dog? Or what is that dog? What can you tell me about that dog?
So originally, I actually thought it was the underdog. But it's not underdog. That looks like super dog. Or
yeah, it's Super Dog. It's Superman's dog.
right. From Krypton, I'm sure.
Yes, I think his name is like Crypto.
Yes.
Not to be the money, but I believe his nickname is Crypto. And I believe there is a new movie coming out. And from DC, and this is Mad is owned by DC.
Oh my gosh.
Which is owned by AT&T. Everything is weirdly owned these days. Anyway, that is the April issue, and Michael, you will get one of those. Oh yeah, and we need more videos. Okay, video about anything. Like Mike, you can find an old gadget that's still hanging around because it's too stupid to throw away. Something you just bought and love, something you just bought and hate. But our favorite, the gadget that's up in the attic or up on a closet shelf that you spent a ton of money for and is so obsolete, you can't believe it, but you can't throw it away either because it meant a lot when you first bought it. Anything to do with a gadget. Make a video 1 to 3 minutes, put it up on YouTube. There's a drop-down menu when you upload, and you can click Unlisted, and you will get a URL from YouTube and send us the URL. Don't click private because then only you can see it. Mail at gizwiz.tv, okay? And we love it if new people would send in videos too, okay? Mail at gizwiz.tv.
I feel like that will make a movie about anything, because while you're doing that, I looked it up. DC League of Super Pets is a movie. That's trailer
It's the
was
movie?
released. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
The trailer was released in November of 2021. Yeah, wow. Okay, they're going to make that a movie. Cool. Okay. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Now, John Cisco, Susco, says, for Chad,
Ooh.
idea for inexpensive product for this month's theme. I have a suggestion. Five Below sells a $25 record player
Oh my gosh.
with built-in speakers. I saw a online review. Oh, sold out.
I may have a hookup.
This?
Which is my local store.
Oh,
Because
that would be-
I saw this in there and I almost got it, but I was doing a different. I did the webcam instead.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I definitely saw this.
Do you have
in
any
there.
vinyl records?
I do.
Oh,
Yeah, totally
yeah.
do.
Turntable for vinyl records, $25.
I may have to go back and see if they've sold out or not.
You know, it comes with a plastic cover.
That plastic cover kind of looks like it used to be a to-go box at some point in its life.
Maybe the entire player was a to-go box at one time.
It probably was.
For $25.
Oh,
Oh my.
yeah.
Is it even, does it even plug in?
It might just be
Or is
battery
it battery
powered.
operated? Oh, there you go. It comes with a cartridge,
Okay, so
45 RPM adapter,
cartridge,
tone arm, auto
bus
stop, power
doesn't say
indicator.
anything about
No, you're
how
right.
it's powered. Just that it
Well, it
has
says
an
power
indicator.
indicator.
Okay, let's see if we can deduce this from some of the photos. I don't see anything there.
No.
Doesn't look like it shows the back of it.
No, we
need
need
to
the
see.
back.
No. Huh? I assume that this cutout is for the record to go through the dust cover.
Yes. Yes.
I can play with it down. Huh. I'll get it. I'll get that. That's good. And there was another Five Below thing that I don't think I can find anymore. And maybe I should just tell you all about it now. What was that thing called?
Oh, it's that 53-inch TV that was $27.
Exactly. That's what I needed. It was. Have you heard of the Theragun? The Theragun.
You know what? That sounds familiar. What is it?
Theragun. It is. Let me just go to their website.
It did say speed control, Fergus.
So here we go. There's the Therabody website, and that little thing. Oh wow, they're going through all their products here. That.
Oh yes. They use them at the gym. They
Yes.
look lethal.
Yes. So this is the Theragun, and it is like a massage, handheld
Jackhammer.
massager thing. And yeah, it's like smacks into you to move your muscles around. They're crazy expensive. Look at this one. $600 for the Pro. The cheapest one they offer is the Mini for $200.
Oh my
And Scooter
God,
X
yeah.
came for the win. A $25
Oh, you should get that
version. I can't. Oh, I can add it to my cart. Oh my gosh. Okay. We may just have a Five Below extravaganza. Maybe that'll be the last week of the. Although spending $50.
Well, we
Oh my
still have
goodness.
two. What do we have? 3 more weeks for this.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah. So I don't own a Theragun, but I have used one at a gym.
Oh, you have.
Yes.
Do they hurt?
I mean, a little bit, yeah. I mean, it's really to get like, you build up your lactic acid, so you got to get that out of there, get that stuff out of there. And also if it can definitely work. If you got a cramp, if you got a muscle that's acting weird, that's kind of what, a masseuse would do the same thing, but you can just do it with the gun. But crazy expensive, right? So
yeah.
So I'm never getting one of those things.
No.
So yeah, so I wanted to try that as well.
Probably
Scooter
one of
X.
the advantages of the $25 one is that it hurts less.
Right, exactly. There is a cancer warning for California on the one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can use the massage thing to test the build quality of the record player is what Ranger Rick is saying. So yeah, I think I might be getting that as well because that is. I showed it off because I thought it was. I looked around my Five Below, couldn't find it. I thought all hope was lost. So now we have that option available again. Well, that was a great letter. Thank you, John, for the suggestion. And it sounds like if I can get
we're
it,
acting. Yeah, it
try it.
may
I'll
be
try to get
acted
it.
on.
So thank you so much, John. I want to say a big thank you to our patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. You guys are incredible and awesome. We really appreciate you guys and your generosity. Thank you so much for supporting the show. If you like the show and want to give back, please consider giving back over at patreon.com/GizWiz. or you can head on over to gizwiz.tv and click on the Patreon tab. There's a big old link that'll take you there. Maybe gizwiz.tv is an easier thing to remember than Patreon. Also on that page that the link is on is a link to PayPal as well. So Patreon or PayPal, head on over to gizwiz.tv and click on the Patreon tab. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that is where we record the show live whenever our schedules work out and we can actually get in the studio and record. So if you want to watch the show live, head on over there just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time, and you will see the live stream there. If we're not live streaming, a short while after the live stream is over, you'll see the archive there, and then you'll see the edited and published episode right there on the main page. Or you can see any of the previous episodes there. Click More Episodes or the Episodes tab to get to a full list of all of our videos. You can also watch it on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube. We got all the things. Head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's Dickie D's website where he writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we cover on the show. So if you're looking for a link, you're looking for a review, you're looking for a refresher on any of the gadgets that we talk about, head on over to gizwiz.biz. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? This is the game show that we like to play online about gadgets, where you get to see the gadget, but we don't know what the heck this gadget does or is used for. So get a guessing over there at gizwiz.biz. I mean, this is obvious to me. This is how they make pasta. You want to know how they make spaghetti linguine? They roll this thing through the dough and bam, you got the pasta out the other end. So if you think you know what this is, get a guess. And there are 12 Mad Magazines for hilarious, funny, and interesting answers, and 6 Mad Magazines for the correct answer. But that's not nearly as fun. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. I think that wraps up our show. We don't have any other schedule changes I need to announce. So we'll see you next week.
I'll be here.